I thought I would take some video, since this is the last. Yeah, there's a sort of a smoky smell in the air. We have a northerly wind again here. It's, you know how hazy it is. It's like it's partly a normal haze, but partly a smoke haze, that, in my opinion. We're at 109 feet and rising. My general idea was to not necessarily go right around the village, but sort of look at it from above and go around. It's actually quite windy on this side. Well, I think that'll do. That's 164 feet. But just see how burnt off everything is. I wouldn't say it's come on rather suddenly, because it was nearly as bad. The just changed back to normal mode. I was on Sydney. It was nearly as bad sort of mid-July when we had the really hot day. And then we had at the end of July, we had a heavy showers day. You wouldn't think that was 170 feet, would you? We had a heavy showers day, and then we had a sort of a wet day after that. So these fields here, we're on the sort of shaly, free draining area, and it's dry as a bone. These have just had a second coat taken off them, but there was very little on it. It was more a matter of tidying it up. Right, that's nearly 250 feet. You wouldn't think it, would you? But they will do absolutely nothing. And yet, further down, the fields we used to have, they look quite green, and they won't even add any fertiliser since spring. To the left more, it's really strong clay down there. It suited it this year. Just going over the. It looks like I'm away down there, but I've only just gone over the back lane on Keithsfold Field. Nothing happening over there. Across the dale. We'll get there eventually, I suppose. I'm not sure how far we got to go from here. Actually, this battery wasn't 100% fully charged. They were just starting to discharge themselves. But across here has been baling today. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's for hay or for silage bale. Are they carrying them off now to wrap? I don't know. We shall see in a minute, won't we? I reckon there was about 50 bales off maybe half a dozen different fields. We've lost one bar of signal. We're at nearly 4,000 feet, actually. It does. I notice it does this thing where it loses a bar of signal, then it comes back. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable going a whole lot further. That's 4,000 feet out. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Something, I don't know whether they meant to only cut the outside of that field. He seemed to have, I got the impression he had some sort of breakdown, so he was stopped there, and they came down the road with the other tractor. I'm not really quite sure what happened. They aren't rushing to bring the bales in, so I assume that's hay. Where are we now? Just short of the river. Westerdale side, looking up to Jonathan Murray's. It's so hazy. I'm sure that's either It's a combination of sea fret off the sea and haze, smoke haze. I'm not sure it's the same fire that Stanghow flaring up again. And then here's my fields. I've been spreading muck there. Can you see that on the bottom of the squarish field? Because they're pretty hungry and pale looking, but mainly they're just scorched up. There's almost no grass on there. Really. I mean, normally there'd be something resembling a second cut now when we're putting the lambs in a week or two. Or, well, usually we do that around the middle of the month. So, I mean, I don't know. I've got a weak signal at the moment. We may have to come back. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm not all that bothered. She's back a bit now. Now I've gone too far. So you do this. It says there's no signal, and you're overdoing your adjustments. But that's not particularly. It's just I didn't want to go too high because it's quite windy. So I'll come back towards the village. We're sort of with the wind. But I'm going up instead of forwards. Wise. The wind is sort of from my right here. We're looking to the southwest, and the wind is in the north, more or less. Today, so it's sort of from the right hand side. Not just really bothering it. I didn't want to go any higher when I'm sort of that far out, 4,000 feet out. So Westerdale village is on a kind of a dry ridge, which normally is advantageous. But this year all the fields are very dry along here. Where my cows are, well, I wouldn't say it's never been as bad, but it's never been a whole lot worse. You wouldn't think you're on that high there, would you, looking at that screen? But it's 275 feet above my takeoff point. So that's pretty high. Can you see that white van there? That's just coming into the yard. Well, he's coming along the road. I don't think he's coming in the yard. I haven't really done this with this drone so far, like the village circuit. Again, you would swear that wasn't all that high, wouldn't you? My cows keep. Yeah, we need to just move a bit. My cows keep browsing about out there. It is towards the towards that side where they are mostly are. It's not actually that bad. I'm going to come back, I think, because I'm losing my signal behind the buildings where I'm stood. I don't want to go up near the cows. I'll come back over them. But I should really be going. Have another look at the back of the village, front of the village, whatever it is. It's still not got a very good signal actually because of the building. You see the murk over towards the coast quite clearly, can't you? But I recorded nearly, that's 11 minutes. So I'll have to do a bit of editing to get if I ever use this. But this is my favourite view of the village. Westerdale Village is a difficult one if you want to take a photo of, unless you've got a drone. But even then, it's a bit, there's certain people you don't really want to be particularly videoing. Not that they'll complain as such, but well, there's other things like the village hall. They have solar panels and that. I don't know how worried we should be about that. I can hear a helicopter. It's a long way off, but I think I'll get myself home pretty quick. I'm just standing down here. I'm actually really quite close to home. Again, and now it looks like 250 feet, doesn't it? I can hear it now. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I'm not. I don't really like going very high, very far. I like to sort of go keep it in about 1,000 feet, 100 feet or so.